Chat. Oh, hi guys, welcome to Movie Chat. We're going to be chatting about Wes Cravens New Nightmare from the 90s. Wow. And I'm dressed as a little cat today. Right, just to add everyone in 1 second. Let's hope we don't get two Shelleys this time. Hopefully not. Who may I do? I meant to be Salem from Sabrina, but I think I've just gone with just general domestic cat. Oh dear, why is no one coming on? Joshy! Whoa! What's happened? You've had an accident!
Hello there.
Was it while she was doing your dancing?
I fell on my axe.
What's that?
I love your
Emma.
cat. I love your paw.
Oh no, that looks a bit wrong. I just... Hi Emma.
Whoa.
Hello. Can Emma see me? Can you see
Yeah.
Josh?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Hang on. Right. Oh, I'm getting excited.
A Halloween miracle.
Oh, 1 second. Oh, I nearly invited
Hi,
the
Sharon.
wrong
Hi,
person then.
Elena.
Hi
Hi,
Sharon. I'm Elena. Oh, right. Just added Georgia in. Oh, nice
Very
lights,
nice.
Georgia.
Oh,
Oh my God! It's Freddy Krueger!
it's
Oh,
Freddy Georgia.
It's all right. It's only me.
oh,
Oh, good. Emma can't see Georgia, I'm guessing. Oh, we all
Oh,
have
Emma, I'll have to do
to.
it again. I'll do
it's
it
all
again in a
right.
minute.
No, I won't be able to see you the whole time, Georgia. I'll watch it back.
Okay,
Yeah.
something to look forward to.
We
Yes,
almost had it. We almost
I
had it,
know.
Emma.
Very close.
So anyway, it's not Georgia, it's Freddy. Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and not someone about to enter the jungle, which is what my husband said I look like.
Oh, I love that. Oh, you look so good. And that claw looks very realistic, Georgia.
It's not.
No.
It's the original, not the updated one. So
Yeah, standard.
That
I know,
you
dear.
really
Yeah.
Georgia suits hats.
Yeah, you really
Who
do.
knew? Thanks.
Yeah. Crazy.
We,
Oh,
me and Josh were having a conversation about like just turning up in like the gear that we've been wearing this weekend, and I was saying that I'm thinking about starting to wear a cape as well.
Yeah.
So
oh,
I think if I wore the hat and the cape, that would go down really well on the school run.
nice. Yeah, but I think,
And the
Perfect.
glove.
yeah, definitely. I could imagine that, Georgia. Definitely. Oh, and I think Emma's hair actually suits black hair. You suit black hair, Emma.
You
Yeah,
do.
you
It's
do.
good
Yeah,
on
that's
you.
amazing. I love it.
Thanks, guys.
You all look so good. I've got, oh my God, black lipstick everywhere. I'm gonna.
You've got fur in your teeth, Shelley.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Oh,
it's really
brilliant. I love
bad.
Have
that.
you been licking? Have you been licking your tail?
Oh yeah, that's it. Furball.
Oh, just adjusting my seat. Sorry.
Oh, I'm gonna just depaw because I can't scroll on my questions until I depaw. Matthew said everyone should have a cape. We have a black velvet opera cape we use a lot of the
Ooh.
time this year. That's
Whoa.
so awesome. I love that.
Swish,
Yes, dear.
swish.
Swish, swish. Oh, I love
Yeah.
it. Oh
Oh,
yeah. So we're going to be chatting about Wes Craven's New Nightmare from the 90s. Is it 94, I believe?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's the
and
year I was born.
what?
Yeah, go
No,
on.
was it?
I'm gonna call that. I'm gonna call that one.
Are you putting
I
on
just hit
eggs?
myself in the face with my tail. I'm shocked.
Shocking, Shelley.
What a shocking
Alright.
lie.
Oh,
I like that.
I actually nearly fell for that then, Georgia.
Well,
Same.
I know Emma was all over it, but
Yeah.
she didn't see my face, and I knew she believed. I could tell she believed me without question. So
I do, completely.
That's
thank
it.
you, love.
We want witnesses. Georgia, don't lie. Oh, I love that. So
She's
if you
not
have,
Freddy, she's Porky.
Yeah, Porky.
That's it.
All right, Josh, calm down.
So Porky's.
Oh,
For the Americans who may not say that word. I don't know, do you?
no, I know. Meow. So, if you haven't already guessed, we have the brilliant Josh. He's back. He's scarier than any witch, and he's got an axe in his head.
I can think so much more clearly when I've got an axe in my head.
That looks like a writer's hat, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And the person of everyone's dreams or nightmares, Emma, is here. Woo, woo, woo. And 1, 2, Georgia's coming for you. And I didn't know she was dressing up as Freddy Krueger, so that was absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Our special guest, Georgia Bowers,
Yeah.
awesome person, awesome author, just
Aw.
all round lovely Georgia. That's what we're saying.
Thanks,
Right.
Shelley.
That's okay. So obviously it's nearing the 10th anniversary. Sorry. No, let me start again. My brain's not with it.
No, it's not 10 years this year, Shelley.
2004.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're in 2025. Your name is
What?
Shelley.
It only feels like 10 years ago since the 90s.
Yeah.
So in the film, it's nearing the 10th anniversary of the film. I can't speak. Of A Nightmare on Elm
You've been
Street.
singing too much today, Shelley.
Honestly, I haven't even had a drink. So, yeah. In the film, it's nearing the 10th anniversary of the film A Nightmare on Elm Street. And one of the stars, Heather Langenkamp, is being scared by a voice on the phone, sounding very, very similar to the film's villain, Freddy Krueger. A demonic force has chosen Freddy Krueger as its portal to the real world. That's how I interpreted it. Can Heather Langenkamp play the part of Nancy one last time and trap the evil entity from entering the world? So the events in the film obviously revolve around Heather Langenkamp having a stalker, and apparently in real life she did have a stalker, which I was like, oh. And Wes Craven actually got her permission to utilise that in the film. Interestingly, the film has no opening credits, and that's to blur the illusion of whether it's a film or a documentary or something else. And I read that Heather Langenkamp and her real life special effects artist husband, David Leroy Anderson, I think it is, who's in the film as well, I believe, had a son named Daniel, which served as like the basis of Heather's family in the film. Tragically, Daniel passed away at the age of 26 as a result of a brain tumour, which was that the similar condition to what took Wes Craven as well, I believe, or maybe in 2015. So I was like, oh, is this film like a cursed film? Like, tragically.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah. Is Wes Craven's New Nightmare a first time watch for you, or have you seen it before, Josh?
I've seen this film a lot of times. I love this film. This was the first ever A Nightmare on Elm Street film that I watched, which is just typical. I always watched the sequels first. It always just happened that way. So yeah, when I first watched it as a teenager, I was like, what's going on? What? It's just a nice film about some actors, and then they're watching a horror film. I didn't know what the horror film was. It was all very confusing, but I loved it. And then I went back and watched all of the series, and I think I started with the best because I think this is the best one. It's so good. I love it.
How about you, Emma? Have you seen it before, or is it first time watch?
I have seen it before. I can't remember how old I was when I saw it. Obviously, I was 14 when it came out, so I don't know whether I watched it then, because I was watching Freddy at like a terribly young age, like probably 10.
Wow.
Yeah. So I had a lot of nightmares. I got in my mum and dad's bed because I thought he was going to come out of the bed and get me. So yeah, Yeah, so but this is only my second watch because I'm like Josh. I'm so sorry, Josh. This is my least favourite.
Oh!
I know. And obviously I watched them in order, so I'm sorry.
Right.
Yeah, so we're
Oh,
going to be totally
okay.
different.
Oh
Yeah,
no, but
yeah.
this is going to be, it'll be interesting though. I do like it
Yeah,
when we don't
absolutely.
always agree, to be honest.
Yeah.
Makes a good chat.
Yeah, absolutely.
How about you, Georgia? Have you seen it before? First time watch?
So I'm not as big of a fan as you guys are, I don't think, but I do remember watching all of the Nightmare movies when I was at uni because my boyfriend worked at Blockbusters, and that's where.
Oh,
Oh my
And I
nice.
Oh,
I don't think I watched them in order, but I don't remember watching this one, but I very clearly remember one of the scenes on the freeway. Um,
mm.
because I suspect it was reviewed on Movie Watch with Johnny Vaughan. Do you remember that?
Oh
Ah,
yeah.
yeah.
And I
Wow.
really, that bit, I was like, oh my, I've seen this before, definitely, like this whole scene. So I
Mm.
don't think I've seen the entire movie, but I've definitely seen clips of it, like in a sort of trailer type thing.
Mm.
So yeah, it
Yeah.
was kind of familiar.
Yeah, I'm the same as you, Georgia. Like, I was convinced I'd seen all of this film.
Mm.
Convinced, but
Ah.
either my memory is, well, it probably is my memory because it's really bad. But I just don't remember all of it. I just remember bits of it. So I've either
It's
seen it when it was on in the background or from
yeah.
the trailer, like you
Is
said.
Do you think that's because the first part of the movie is really boring, and so you blocked it out?
Wow.
Right, I'm leaving now. I'm leaving.
That's it.
That's it. Me
I'm
and Josh
done.
are through.
If Shelley doesn't like it either, I'm out of here.
I did have a fun time with it. I will say that I did have a fun time. But yeah, so I don't know why. I just don't remember it as vividly as some of the others, like Dream Warriors, the first one, obviously. Those must have been the ones I rewatched the most, or I paid more attention to, I'm guessing, back in the day. So yeah, it was like a fresh watch for me. I just don't remember. I did remember the end though, so I must have seen it,
Yeah.
but just blocked it out. Matthew said I hadn't seen this one since the 90s. It was great to revisit this one. I didn't care for it so much back then, and most other people didn't like it either. The third
No.
Nightmare is the best.
Oh, I heard lots of people like it. I thought I was right, like the black sheep,
Yeah.
right out and out. Like, yeah, I've seen loads of people love it.
Yeah.
It's one of those films as well you don't see many people talking about, like really on podcasts as well
Just
and
me.
stuff.
Just
So,
Josh.
yeah.
New Nightmare, anyone? New Nightmare?
Hi. Sharon said I saw the first film at the cinema. Oh, I love that, and it
Oh,
was
but
so
that was,
scary. The first one is my
yeah.
fave, then the third, then this
Yes,
one.
Oh, nice,
yes, yes,
Sharon.
yes. That's
Yeah.
good.
So, which one out of the whole, shebang of Freddy films is your actual favourite, Emma? I think I know what yours is.
It is the first one.
Yeah.
But like Sharon, I do also like the third one. So it would go first, third, and then I couldn't really number them after that. They're all, pretty on par with each other, I think,
Yeah.
after that.
Oh, yeah. How about you, Georgia? I know you're not a huge fan, you said, of the franchise.
I think if I tell you the scene from the one that is my favourite, you can tell me what the title is because I
Oh,
can't
the
quite
pressure.
remember.
Oh, gosh.
It's the one
I'm up
where
for it.
the
I'm up
guy,
for it.
I know you're going to get this easily, where the guy's tendons come out of his, and he's like a
Third
puppet.
one.
That's the
That's
third
my
one.
Yeah, the
favourite
third
one.
one. Yeah.
What's that called? That one?
Dream
Dream
Warriors?
Warriors.
Right, I
Dream
thought it was Dream
Warriors.
Warriors. Yeah.
Oh, I love
Dream
that.
Warriors.
Oh, yeah, Josh.
Yeah.
And
The
Josh has
fourth
already...
one is running from that nightmare.
Come here for the movie
Just
chat.
sing them all.
Yeah.
Get Josh's singing, like we're just winning
Lovely.
that life. Yeah.
You've got a nice voice, Josh.
Yeah.
Only when I'm being like a fake singer, not when I'm being a real singer.
In the
It
shower.
started raining here. It started raining now. No, I'm
Oh.
joking. No.
You're all asleep.
No. John just said, Josh going for horror karaoke. That should
Oh,
be a
that
thing,
should be a thing.
right?
Yeah.
Horrioke.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Georgia,
Georgia coined it.
Yeah, don't confuse it with horrioke though. That's something else.
Whole different level. I've made
Brilliant.
that mistake many a time.
Yeah, Shelley's been there.
Few tequilas and that's it, right, Shelley?
That's it. Oh, Matthew said Dream Warriors has so much to love. The kids in the asylum, the cougar mom with gigantic hair, and even bigger drinks.
Yeah. And wasn't Nancy in that one as well? Nancy was some sort of counsellor, I remember.
Yeah,
she was.
Years. Yeah.
Sharon was singing along with you as well, Josh.
Oh, thanks, Sharon.
Apparently the working title for this film was A Nightmare on Elm Street 7: The Ascension. However, the producer, try saying that after a few tequilas.
Yeah.
But apparently the producer felt he didn't want the audience to see this as like another tired sequel to the series and wanted it to stand on its own 2 feet. So much so the trailers and TV spots never actually showed Freddy's face on screen until after its release.
Cool.
So do you think the title of New Nightmare suits the film? Did it give it like a fresh start, fresh look? Did it work having it as that title? Josh?
Yeah, I don't love New Nightmare. It's a bit bland. They kind of jazzed it up by putting Wes Cravens in front of it. But I like that they did distance themselves from the franchise, because it really is like a little epilogue, I would say. It's not really part of the actual franchise. It's kind of its own like weird sibling that tagged along at the end kind of thing.
Yeah.
They did that a couple of times with putting Wes Craven's name as like Wes Craven Presents, like Wishmaster, I think he did.
Wishmaster,
And there was something called Carnival of Souls, and it led so many of us down a very dark path in the 90s when we were renting films purely because Wes Craven's name was above the title, and they were all terrible.
So good marketing there it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, how about you, Georgia? Do you like the name of New Nightmare, or
it's better than the Ascension title,
Yeah.
definitely. I don't know what else they could have called it.
No, it's a hard one.
Yeah, it's all right. It's
Drop
not that
Dead
mega.
Fred? No.
Oh, Drop Dead Freddy, I like it.
Drop Dead Freddy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all right. I can live with it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And how about you, Emma? Did you like the title, or would you change it?
I think, like Josh says, it's a completely different fish to everything else. It's not anything, you know, if you're expecting the same before, it's kind of breaking the fourth wall almost. In it, so it's not a continuation of anything. So I think, well, new is not the right word, I don't think, because there was so many old tropes in it from other ones that I'm like, I don't know, I didn't see anything that made me think New Nightmare. But I understand what he was trying to do and how he was putting his name in front of it to try and differentiate it from the rest of the franchise. That makes sense completely.
Definitely. Yeah.
They should have called it Nancy or something like that. That would have been.
Yeah, I was trying to think earlier, like what would I call it? But I just can't. For once, I can't
Nancy's
think of like
good.
a title. I like that, Josh.
They could have called it Miss Me.
Miss Me,
or Never Sleep Again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Why did they do that?
Yeah, Never Sleep Again is good.
Yeah,
that is good, actually.
That would have been good. Definitely.
Kruger, you bastard. You could have called it that.
That's even better.
Oh, that's it. Sold.
That's a brilliant title.
That's what we get nowadays on fan fiction, smutty fan fiction. John said Nightmare 3 was directed by Chuck Russell. Also, Nightmare 3 was directed by Chuck Russell, who also made the best 80s horror remake of The Blob.
Oh, okay.
I've never seen The Blob.
Oh,
Never.
I've seen the original. Have you seen the original?
Yeah, I haven't seen the remake.
I've never seen any. I just know. I know what it is.
I remember being left alone to watch it when I was off sick from school. When I was at lower school. Back in the day
That'll
when
make
your
you feel
parents,
better.
back when your parents used to use the TV as a babysitter.
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder, like, you know, you've grown up to be such a
So
wonderful
normal.
Georgia.
Yeah, well-rounded.
Matthew said the franchise was so done by the early 90s. Everybody was tired of slasher films. It took
Yeah.
Scream to revive it, and I'm so glad it did because slashers were a
Mm.
huge part of my childhood. Loved them.
Yeah, same.
And yeah, John said Wes Craven's New Nightmare seemed like a way to bring back fans of the franchise who had been disenfranchised from the series by the later and crappy sequels. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I suppose, like, if you think of Scream, when they brought Scream back, you know, they did the same there, really, and throwing all those little Easter eggs in very, very similarly. I
Yeah.
can't talk. John said the title seemed to be a way to shout how different it was. It was basically too clever at the time, so they probably had no idea what to call it. Ah, interesting. So do you think do you agree with that? Do you think it was the film and the concept was a little bit too clever at the time, maybe for the 90s to appreciate it? I don't know. Josh?
I think it definitely felt sort of before its time. I think it was sort of like a social commentary horror in a lot of ways. It was
Yeah.
tackling horror films and the effects of horror films, and it was very much inspired by Wes Craven, you know, doing appearances on TV shows and basically being asked like, "Why are you destroying our children?" All this kind
Yeah.
of stuff. Like, what do you think of the children? Why are you making these horrible films? And that's why I really love New Nightmare, because you can just see his intelligence and his sort of professor background shining through, where
Yeah.
he's tackling these full on, head on,
Yeah.
but in a really entertaining way, and basically answering the question of, you know, are these films going to screw people up? And it's like, no, films aren't going to screw people up, but evil shit is in the world.
Yeah. and still very relevant nowadays, isn't
Yeah,
it? Really?
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. How about you, Emma? Do you think that the concept was a little ahead of its time, or did it
I
try
think
something different?
probably for the 90s, yes. For this day and age, no. It's like, I don't think it looks as clever this day and age as it would have back in the 90s when we were first watching it. So you would have been really thinking about all those things. But we've had so much since then of breaking the fourth wall and doing all those kinds of things. That I think if you were to sit and watch it now as a teenager, you'd be like, meh. But back then, I think absolutely 100% when we all watched it back then, yeah, it would have been definitely, we would have been sitting there thinking, what the hell?
Yeah, you're like,
You know, yeah,
mind
yeah,
blown.
exactly. So I think, yeah, in that back then, it probably was ahead of its time, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How about you, Georgia? What do you think? Do you think it was ahead of its time?
Yeah, I reckon. I mean, Wes Craven was such a trailblazer, and I think I can understand why this one wasn't so popular when it came out, and it was the lowest rate, like took the lowest box office takings, didn't it, at the time?
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
think people following the rest of the franchise would have been like, oh yeah, no, you know, new Freddy, and then word would have spread that they were like, yeah, it just wasn't. It's, you know, it was rubbish. Freddie looked different. He was different. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not worth it, mate. Don't waste your money at the cinema.
Yeah.
But
Go to
I can.
Blockbuster.
Yeah, pardon.
Go to
Yeah,
Blockbuster instead.
exactly. So yeah, I can see. I do think it was ahead of its time, and also you can see like little elements of Scream creeping in there as well, and the
Yeah.
rest of the Scream franchise, as you say. So yeah,
Yeah. There's a few, definitely, while I was watching it, I just kept thinking, oh wow, like I can really see how Scream developed like after this.
yeah,
Just like and even like some of the commentary in it, like one of the lines that I think Wes Craven might say, when I think I wrote it down actually, let me have a look. Yeah, where Heather says, I thought you killed Freddy off, like obviously when he's asking her. And he says, but the fans are clamoring for more. I guess evil never dies, right? And I was like, that's such the conversation about Stu from Scream, isn't it? It's like,
Yeah.
he's
yeah,
alive, even though you
yeah,
saw that he died. Like that's such. It just blew my mind that we're still having the conversation now.
Yeah.
When, you know a character's killed off, but you never know. I hold out hope.
Always come back.
You never know. But I know, Josh, you mentioned about how Wes Craven used to do like television appearances, and obviously the television show appearance in the film was inspired by a real encounter. So according to Wes Craven, Robert England and him did an appearance together in San Francisco. It was about whether this kind of movie was bad for children or not. And there were parents in the audience, apparently, and their kids. And all the kids leaped to their feet going, Freddy, Freddy, Freddy. And he said, I remember looking at the show host and the parents, and they all looked horrified. And obviously the theme in the film is obviously, horror is bad for children, with obviously Dylan being in there. But how young is too young for horror? Because obviously everyone knows Freddy Krueger. This is such an ominous question. I watched horror from a very, very young age, as we know, introduced by my nan, probably 6 or 7 years old. So it hasn't damaged me, right? I'm
not a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. You're just a cat. You're fine.
But what do you guys think? Emma, what do you think? Do you think how young is too young for horror?
Oh, okay. So I was about 8 when I saw my first horror, which was The Birds. And I think that it scared the crap out of me, and I struggled to go outside. I wouldn't even walk to school. So I think that with my kids, I didn't allow them to watch anything too horrific until they're about 13. But my middle one hates horror, cannot stand it. She play horror games and things like that, but we will not watch live action horror at all.
Okay.
We'll watch anime that's horrific, but nothing live action. But my little one is a chip off the old block, and so she's the youngest. She's 15. So by the time she was 13, I'd let her watch pretty much anything within reason. Anything that I'd already vetted. She could then watch. She's done all the Alien franchise. She hasn't done Freddy yet. She's done Child's Play. She's so she really does like it. But I think it depends on the child, really, and whether or not you think they're of a mindset to handle it. I mean, I think that makes a big difference. Kids mature at different rates, and Holly's got 2 older sisters, so she sort of zoomed up. There's nothing I could do about it. She just, and they looked after her on the internet and everything like that. And they're seeing worse these days on the internet than we ever did.
That's so true. Yeah,
I don't know. It's a balancing act, isn't it?
Yeah. I knew it was a hard question. I just wondered what everyone's thoughts were. How about you, Georgia? How young is it to watch horror? How young or old do you need to be? How old?
I think, like Emma, I watched stuff that was too old for me when I was very young. I mean, we went through a phase of watching Jaws daily, and I know people like sort of poo-poo it now. But like
it's terrifying.
It holds up. Like the blood and the those scenes are so well put together that it is.
See, my little one likes Jaws. She might watch the Jaws is great because she loves sharks.
I love Jaws, and but I mean I was very young. I wouldn't show that to my kids now. They're 6 and 9. I definitely watched it when I was that age, definitely. And it has given me a fear. I would never go in the water. I don't go swimming in the sea for that reason, and I don't like going on a boat because of the Poseidon Adventure. So anything to do with water.
Don't get on a bus because of speed.
Exactly.
Snakes on a plane.
Don't get on a plane. Final destination.
Don't go to sleep because of Freddy.
But even parts of the Goonies is like pretty scary, like the non-edited bits that they put on, not during the day on ITV. But I think we always my daughter is sort of, she's quite interested in horror and that sort of spooky, sort of dark sort of thing. And we'll talk about stuff before we watch it together. But then I don't think it's such a big thing because we can always just switch it right off. And it's not like your parents are like, I rented this from the corner shop, so we are going to watch it as a family, even though you're terrified.
Like my nan.
So I do think I'm really conscious of it, of not. My brother had a really bad experience with Nightmare on Elm Street when he was very, very young, and I saw how much it affected him, and so I've always had that in my mind as well for like really, really little, because they are still little, my ones. But I'll look forward to introducing them to these classics when they're a little bit older.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
your daughter had heard about Pennywise in the playground, hadn't she?
Yeah, she has. Yeah.
And she'd never seen the film, or clearly not read the book.
No,
but she knew who Pennywise
yeah, she knew.
was.
Someone told her about Pennywise, and I was like,
Wow.
well, you can tell that kid that at night someone called Knock Knock Nancy is going to come after him if he keeps telling you about that. And then
she missed.
Yeah, walked away thinking, I don't think I've dealt with that situation correctly. But I think kids are aware of these characters because of what's it called, Fortnite? Is it Fortnite? And all those games where you can like make characters. So they're much more aware now. I think.
Mine were not allowed to play that.
No,
so I was
mine don't.
Fortnite and Roblox.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, even I remember when Corey was young, so I learned from my nan's mistakes, and I didn't let Corey watch anything until he was a little bit older, until he was intrigued and asked. But it's a different type of horror that he got subjected to. It was like Slender Man and stuff like that. All that online stuff, and it was just like, that is like.
Well, did you get Momo?
Yeah.
Did you get the Momo?
Yeah.
That really freaked Lily out. Like, we had to have an intervention at the school. That was so bad. Yeah.
I think that is the difference, that now you can just suddenly be exposed to an image like that, and it will really, really like affect you. But like, I would go to the Texaco where the videos were, like every weekend really, to choose a film, and we didn't like get horror films, but I saw the covers and I was like, and it was like I was being desensitized week by week until I was like brave enough to ask if we could watch one of them. But to have it sprung on you like that is really scary, I think.
Oh, how about you, Josh? What do you think?
I don't have children. I do have a cat, and he's quite brave. He does watch quite a few.
Very brave.
Well done, Penny.
There's age appropriate horror. You know, there are scary, spooky stories that kids can watch and read that are age appropriate, and give them a little dip in the genre. You know, but yeah, I think I was probably quite old when I actually watched my first purely horror film. But I grew up watching the messed up fantasy films, which are equally
is
weird.
good training.
Yeah. Because like,
you know what we were.
Oh, go on then.
Oh, sorry, Shelley. Oh, you know what we were watching the other night? And the girls I think they like the adverts in between it most of all, but we were watching Erie, Indiana. So that was our kids horror, right? And they thought it was brilliant. We're going, oh, look, you've got Marshall's trainers, Mum. You see that photograph of you in those trainers? They're the same. I'm like, yeah. But yeah, they loved all the 80s adverts in the middle of it as well. They were like,
that's so
cool. That's so cool.
Why were there 80s adverts? Where were you watching it?
It was on YouTube, and someone's obviously recorded it off television and then just uploaded it onto YouTube and just made it look a bit crisper. So it was
so cool.
Gonna have to have a look.
It was American ads, not British ads, but American ads. But we had some similar ones to America, so it was it was good. It was quite nostalgic.
I was just going to say though, like even like thinking about like the Never-Ending Story back in the day, in the 80s, like, you know, the wolf thing. His name is
Gamork.
You know, he terrified me when I was younger. So like we still had it, didn't we? Just in a different format, I think.
Yeah, and it's funny that you bring up Never-Ending Story, because I feel like this film is like the slasher horror version of Never-Ending Story. Because it's all about fact and fiction colliding. You don't know what's real and what isn't real, and scary things becoming reality. Yeah.
Josh,
I thought a bit like that.
I thought you were going to say, I'm glad you brought up Never-Ending Story because, and then you're going to start singing the theme.
This is just Josh karaoke.
Yeah.
Joshioki.
Josh karaoke. Oh. Matthew said, I've got a bit behind. So Matthew said, I like the character Nancy in part 3, Nightmare on Elm Street, and Heather in this one, but I don't much like Nancy in the first one. She's so whiny. She's like the Karen scream queen.
Oh.
No, she's great. She's like telling everyone what to do. She's like, "Oh, you're such an idiot, Johnny Depp. For God's sake!" What?
She just says it as it is.
Yeah.
We did cover the first film, but unfortunately, Instagram lost the chat, and I hadn't had time to back it up, so it's just gone, and I'm so sad.
Freddie did it.
I did a quiz as well, and I thought it was a good quiz. I'll have to see if
It
I
was a
can
good
find my
quiz.
notes and try it sometime. Josh is like, no, Shelley, quizzes, no. Even though you're doing a quiz with me in a few weeks. Ta-da!
Your favourite.
Shelley's quizzes. John said the Blob 80s remake is amazing. Seek it out. Oh, okay. Let me check that out. Matthew said my parents and church are what screwed me up. The horror movies were my escape from all of that.
Fair.
Yeah. John said Heather had a stalker, and that informed some of the plot. Yeah.
Adrian King, she had a stalker as well, didn't she? From Friday the 13th.
Yes.
Adrian King, she had a
yeah,
stalker.
yeah, she did. I remember you mentioning that when we did the chat
Yeah.
of that. Yeah. Babbling Brook said, I was just reading about the killing of Casey in Idaho. They based it on Scream. I think it was just an excuse to do a bad thing. Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Because it was meant to be based on a real, kind of real life case, wasn't it? Scream. And do check out Cynthia Murphy's book as well, Signed, Sealed, Dead, because I think that's loosely based on that as well. It's such a good book.
It's all right. Love you, Cynthia.
We do, Cynthia. We love you. Matthew says, I started watching horror when I was 4. I saw Halloween the first time it was broadcast on television, and the same with the original Salem's Lot. I didn't understand it all, but I loved the music and the mood. Yeah, see, that's the thing, isn't it? You're just taking what you want to take in. Sharon said, I was a kid in the early 70s. Horror was on TV in those days, just standard.
Yeah, no watershed. Go for it.
The Exorcist on TV, that'd be brilliant.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. Come on, kids. Sit down.
That's my worst film, The Exorcist.
Yeah.
It's my absolute worst.
I struggle to watch that just purely because it just makes me, the thought of watching it makes me feel sick. I obviously watched it when I was very young, and even just talking about it now, I feel really anxious. I don't know what it is.
I think I nearly wrote to the News of the World to complain that it had turned me into an alcoholic because I couldn't sleep. Again, when I was at uni, and we went to see it at the cinema, and it was a proper old school cinema, and I was terrified. I was glued to my seat, terrified. And it was like a really old cinema, all the toilets were all white tile dripping, and it was really atmospheric. And then for some reason at the end of the film they made us all leave through the fire exit, so we went through the fire exit, and we had to sort of walk down this shadowy alley.
They did that on purpose.
I really think they did. And then I went home and I was in bed
did your head
sleep.
spin round?
Yeah, and I started spewing everywhere.
Yeah.
Did you get that crucifix out?
I used to sit and watch that on my own.
Oh my god!
Not with your crucifix, Emma.
I can't crucifix return me.
I'm so sorry. I feel like I made Georgia blush. I'm so sorry,
No, it's
Georgia.
just wasn't expecting this before the watershed.
I don't expect this from a little cat.
My kids are next door eating their dinner, Shelley.
Innocent little kitty.
I know. What were we saying about exposing young children to things before they were?
I told you it hadn't affected me in any way. Oh John said, good point. The movie seemed to be repositioning Freddy after he'd been turned into a pop culture hero and comedian, which I doubt was what Wes Craven ever planned in the first place. That's so true. Matthew said, I probably could have rented a snuff film and brought it home and my parents wouldn't have cared. If I came home with a Madonna movie, though, my dad went through the roof.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Murder, but don't watch sexy stuff, kids. Don't watch confident women, kids.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
that's very strange. Yeah, I've always found that weird.
I was gonna say something about babysitting, which I will mention now, because I think that all of the horror films I watched, I was exposed to as a child was via a babysitter. And I think for that reason, and also for the reason of what generally happens to babysitters in these movies and point horror, etc., you don't. Maybe this is just me. I have never hired a babysitter for my children ever.
Psychologically scarred.
The only people to look after my kids are like family members of the family, and I wonder whether people our age are like, nope, I'm not having a babysitter in the house. No chance, mate.
I've never done it.
Anybody who has a babysitter, I think everyone I know uses family members.
I was a babysitter when I was.
I was as well. Yeah.
I was. But I only watched Star Wars with the kids. That wasn't that bad, I didn't think. A bit scary.
We didn't watch anything. I just sent them to bed as soon as possible, and I went on the internet for hours.
I didn't have any internet, Joshua.
John said there's a great thread in New Nightmare where Heather is suspected of being a bad mother because the hospital staff think she'd let her son watch her movies.
Yeah,
very judgmental.
And that really judgy presenter as well. It's like, would you let Robert Englund meet your son and all this stuff?
Yeah.
Get over it. It's a movie.
Judgy. Sharon said I've just rewatched Dear Indiana full season for Halloween-a-thon.
Oh,
nice.
Melina said the Wheelers from Return to Oz. They were terrifying. Terrifying.
Yeah, it's really scary.
I think I've said this to you before, but I did very recently realise, so it's taken like 35 years, 40 years, that if they caught you, they wouldn't be able to do anything.
With their wheels.
They just round you up.
Yeah.
Fight you.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh dear. So obviously we mentioned the look of Freddy was a little bit different. So apparently Freddy in this film is depicted much closer to what Wes Craven had originally intended for the character, which was meant to be much more menacing, less comical, like John was saying in the chat, with like an updated attire and appearance. However, before he died, he did admit that maybe changing the appearance wasn't, a good idea. He said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
If it ain't fixed, don't fix it.
Don't break it.
Don't break it.
Just buy a new one.
Oh dear. Which apparently is why he tried to keep the ghost face mask similar in most of the films. So what did you think of Freddy's look in this? Did you like it? Did you think he shouldn't have changed it? Georgia?
I didn't like it. I thought it was very jarring. It was like I found it really distracting. And like I don't
bit of it.
Just what do you mean? What the makeup?
The face or the hand?
The face. And I probably don't know the films as well as you do, but to me that's not Freddy. I thought he looked really, really different. Too different.
Oh, interesting. Okay. How about you, Emma?
I thought he looked like a rock monster. He didn't look. He's supposed to be a Burns victim because the parents, from the law, the parents burned him because he was a rapist and a paedophile, and the parents put him in the fire for hurting their children. So it's the children of the town, wasn't it? So he didn't look like, he looked too cartoony. And then he had a trench coat on top of everything else. And why was his hat green? And I was like, okay. But it was subtle changes, but I didn't think they added anything. So I think he's right in saying, in hindsight, maybe I shouldn't have gone there.
Yeah, okay. How about you, Josh?
I've never really thought about it. I always really loved the bony, veiny hand that was sort of like the metal throat, like fused with his what?
I'm glad you finished that sentence with the bony, veiny hand.
You did hesitate, just slightly.
I was like, hand.
This
Yeah.
isn't what I normally say.
My mind drifted off for a moment.
Oh, dear.
The hand was really cool, and I liked the trench coat. I thought it was fun. I don't know. Maybe it's because that was my first time seeing Freddy watching
Yeah.
the film. So for me, it actually didn't matter. I thought it was really quite creepy and scary. So yeah, it didn't bother me.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm like you, Josh. Like, I liked the hand.
Yeah.
Just because it felt a little bit to me like the hand felt like, yeah, that's returning from the depths of hell,
Right.
from the dead. The mask, the makeup thing, I don't know, it looked a bit rubbery for me, like a rubber mask. But whether that's just because I was watching it on maybe high definition, I don't know.
I thought you were going to
My
say
name
my
is
rubber
Cuban Pete.
glasses. My rubber
But
lens.
did you like the tongue though?
Oh,
I always like the tongue.
oh my God.
When the tongue was like...
You walked straight into
Freddy
that, Josh.
Krueger's tongue,
Oh,
Georgia.
okay.
No, that was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And then he was going, ow, ow.
Well, you wrapped yourself up with that tongue, didn't you? You decided to do it. I'm like crying. Don't get involved in that sort of thing. I'm going to cry about it later.
But yeah, I feel like I just felt like it felt a bit like a rubbery mask rather than what we was used to from the first films. But like you, Josh, if I'd seen this film first, though, I would have been would have been terrifying, like 100%. And
he changed his voice was different as well. It was like a deeper, more growly voice.
Yeah, that's so true. And apparently Robert Englund did say that this is his he said this is his favourite movie of Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. Along with Freddy's makeup being his favourite look. But I wonder whether that's because it didn't take as long in makeup as it did like before.
It was more comfortable.
Oh dear. So did you like the hand, Emma? Like the kind of stringy bony hand thing?
The veiny, bony hand.
I think I'm a bit traditional. I kind of like the idea of the glove and slipping your hand into the knives and then, I don't know. I didn't like the idea of something robotic and new. I liked the idea that maybe some glove.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like things, evil, robotic.
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly what I thought. Yeah. So yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the robotic hand going crazy. I thought it looked a bit daft, but it's inventive.
Yeah, they were making use of the 90s like upgrades in technology and things.
Exactly.
Oh, how about you, Georgia? Were you a fan of the hand?
I thought like Emma, I thought it was a bit silly at the beginning. I was just like thing that looks like thing.
Yeah.
What's he gonna get up to now? And I didn't really know what I was watching happening. I suspect
I'd watch that movie though. I'd watch Thing in the robot hands. Thing and It. Oh no, It's the clown. What can we call the other one? Thing.
A rom-com.
And Thingy.
It's a rom-com.
A rom-com. A horror comedy. They're in love.
Actually, that would be so cool. So, like, instead of Freddy versus Jason, Freddy's hand versus Thing. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
John said Nancy in the first is fantastic, smart, capable, and kicks Freddy's ass. Yeah,
exactly. And she turns her back on him. She's so empowered. She's like, she disempowers him by turning her back. It's amazing.
Yeah. Matthew said Adrienne, I'll never know whether to say Adrian or
Yeah.
Adrian, from Friday the 13th, does the audio of Grady Hendrix' Final Girl support group, and it's fantastic. Very meta, kind of in like a New Nightmare way. Interesting. Hi, Karen. Oh dear, what's happened? Matthew said, my dad blamed Madonna for me being gay. What? He never had a clue. It was more Richard Chamberlain in Shogun and Thornbird.
Madonna?
Yes.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I keep seeing this meme, this thing where this woman said when she was a child she watched Labyrinth and she had dreams about David Bowie's crotch chasing her, the bulge chasing her, and then when she came out to her mum as an adult, her mum was like, "It's that damn David Bowie's fault."
Oh, I love that.
That's hilarious.
And John said some Madonna movies were horrors, though.
Good point.
Body of evidence.
Yeah.
I brought that up in a previous chat.
Yeah, the
All that
candle.
wax.
Never look at a candle the same way twice.
Karen said, "You all look amazing, except Georgia." Who is embodying an absolute nightmare now I won't sleep.
Oh, should I go back and look at it tonight? That'd be scary.
I'm not even wearing any makeup.
You sure?
This is my face. This is my face, guys.
Oh dear. John said Freddy looked actually different in each sequel. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the makeup always changed
Yeah.
from movie to movie.
In the second one, he looks sort of really witchy. They changed him to look very witchy.
Yeah.
Not quite the same.
Yeah.
Melina said that tongue with a sick face, not a little face. So yeah.
It was there was loads of tonguing, actually, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Multiple tonguing.
Yeah.
Because of the phone as well.
The
that
phone,
was awful.
yeah. Phone. That's the problem with mobile phones nowadays. You don't get tongue down the landline.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
I've never been tongue down a landline. That's disgusting. I don't know what phones you've got.
Goes with Horioki.
Yeah.
Matthew said high definition ruins vintage horror. Never ever watch an older horror movie in high def. That's so true.
I love it in high definition.
Oh, do you? I think some things work, but some things you need the authenticness. I think.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah.
I really want like a projector like Josh has got. I'm gonna have to invest.
Josh has his own cinema.
Yeah,
it's cool.
so cool.
I'm just getting a popcorn. Be around in a minute.
Yeah.
Georgia, I've seen it. John said it was like the demon behind Freddy cosplaying as the fictional version of Freddy. I always thought.
Oh, like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of the vibe I got from it as well, that he was really amping up Freddy in a completely crazy way. Trying to be scary, like desperately trying to be scary again.
Oh, see, that just makes it even more clever if that is the thing. Yeah.
It's such a clever film, Shelley.
Yeah.
We've got it right, everyone else is wrong.
So this is the only Nightmare on Elm Street movie, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, where Freddy doesn't kill any teenagers. So every character killed in this movie is an adult, and there was only a body count of 4. Only 4.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, is there another one?
How old was the babysitter? Was she
30?
I know she looked. When I hear babysitter, I think teenager, but like childminder would be an adult.
Yeah. Oh,
so
maybe then.
I don't know. I know she looked the same age as Heather.
Yeah, I didn't think of that actually. Yeah. So, but do you prefer Freddy killing adults, or do you prefer him like slicing and dicing the teens, Josh?
He can kill her wherever he wants. I'll watch
Yeah.
it.
It don't matter. I
Yeah.
like that. How about you, Emma? Do you prefer killing the teens or the adults or just anyone?
The teens mostly, and I think because I don't much care for adults. That's terrible. I like adults that are young at heart, but yeah, I don't really care when the adults get killed. You know, they have to pay their bills anyway. They don't really want to do that. So the teens have got everything to live for. So for me, it's like more scary if you're killing the youngsters because they've got their whole life ahead of them, and you know, you feel a bit worse for them.
Yeah. Matthew says, I'm with Josh. He can kill whoever he wants as long as it's not an animal. Yeah.
Yes, I agree with that. Yeah.
Don't skin any cats, Freddy.
No.
It's not allowed.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
How about you, Georgia? Teenagers, adults, anyone?
I wished he'd killed all of the hospital staff in
Yes.
that movie. All of them.
Total bloodbath.
Yeah.
They were dreadful.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
The nurse who actually does give Dylan the injection, she is Wes Craven's daughter.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Really?
Jessica Craven.
When I was watching it, I was like, that is the worst acting I have ever seen. Because is she the one? Does she say something like when Heather's going? No, the babysitter's going nuts.
Yeah.
And she says, the nurse says something like, "You can't do that."
Yeah.
And she's like waving a syringe in her face, and I was like, "That's terrible." And then when I was reading the old trivia, I was like, "Oh, that explains it."
Oh, that's so cool!
Yeah.
And she runs out the room doing this as well.
That's how I would run out of the room. You know that.
I thought she was great.
Yeah. So there's obviously several cameos throughout the film from previous films. So I think there was Rod from Nightmare on Elm Street from the original. There was is it Kristen? I think it is from Nightmare on Elm Street 4.
Tuesday night.
Yeah, that's it. Tuesday night.
Tuesday night with a K. I love her.
I love it.
Yeah.
And obviously there's many people that play themselves, and including Wes Craven in the film. So did you have like a favourite cameo in the film? I know it might be harder if like you don't know the older films well, but did you have a favourite cameo, Emma?
No.
I did like, obviously I did. I felt like the film was kind of like, I felt like I was watching a lot of fan fiction, like a fan thing that's a fan had, like wanting to put all their favourite characters and bring them back and put them in, and you know just have a big load of fun. And so I did like Robert. I wish there was more of Robert, I think, for me. So I really loved everything that he did, and I wish there had been more.
There should have been a face-off.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Oh, that would have been brilliant. How cool would that be?
I did read that there was a scene, but it was abandoned because it was too expensive.
Oh, how rude.
Yeah. It's a no-brainer, really.
Was that to do with like a spider web or something?
Yeah. Oh, how cool.
Yeah, that would have been really cool. What a shame.
I'd have loved that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that please.
How about you, Josh? Did you have a favourite cameo?
Yeah, Wes Craven.
Oh,
yeah, same.
He's great, and like it's his franchise. He's the one who's sort of like delivering the important information that Nancy needs to know about what the heck is going on and all this amazing sort of philosophy, and he delivers it in such a lovely, sweet kind of way, even though like what he's saying is really quite horrific.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that he kind of casts himself as the Cassandra of the story. So he's sort of talking about mythology, and you know that he brought in the Cassandra aspect to Scream 2. With Sydney performing as like the cursed person who can see the truth, see the future. I think it's just so lovely that he already had played essentially Cassandra in New Nightmare.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I could see so many like Scream things in this film.
Yeah, totally.
I was just like, oh, so amazing. How about you, George? I know it's a little harder because you've not seen many of the other films, but did you have a little favourite cameo in this?
Well, I did have a really exciting moment, but is there such a thing as a cameo from a future film. Can I say that? Because
Yeah.
I was
Ooh.
really excited when I saw Kenny, the camera guy from
Yeah.
Scream.
What? I didn't
Yeah, yeah,
see
yeah.
that.
He
I
was
didn't.
he was the morgue technician.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that whole morgue. I think I didn't notice that because that whole morgue scene was really strange. But
That was
I
odd.
didn't. I did not click that was him. You know.
Kenny. Yeah.
Wow, I love that.
My
Well
name's not
spotted.
Jesus.
Yeah, well spotted. But that whole morgue scene was weird. Like she just goes
Yeah.
down.
Oh
Who
yeah,
would
and
have?
There's
everyone's
someone with
just
their
standing around.
torso
Yeah,
ripped off the
Yeah,
front.
but it's
yeah.
like who just let someone wander, presumably in the middle of the night,
Mm.
down into the morgue when there's like. I
Because
was
it's
And
a
just.
why are there
horror
bodies in the
movie.
corridor?
He's starring in a horror movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, silly me. Oh, but no, I'm with you, Josh. Like Wes Craven, and that whole speech that he did was brilliant.
Yeah.
But
And on the
also,
DVD, if you've got the Blu-ray or the DVD, there's an interview with him that is like broken up in different sections. But he's just so lovely and so interesting and intelligent, and the
yeah.
like the life that he had before he even got to make a film is just sort of like crazy.
Oh
It's so interesting.
wow, I need to try
And
and watch
the
that.
stuff that he gave up to become a director, like he had a really secure job at a university, and he left it to go to New York, even though he had a family to support.
Oh
Um,
wow,
yeah,
yeah.
it's like just amazing that he ended up where he did.
Yeah, oh, I
Very
need
lucky.
to try and find that. But I
Yeah.
also loved, like, as we've mentioned, like all the little cameos, like even to the point of not cameos, all the little hints to the older films. Sorry, even to the point of like Heather dialing like Robert England's number, and it like plays the Nightmare on Elm Street theme and stuff.
Mm.
They did put a lot of thought into it, and I kind of like that.
Mm.
Thought that was pretty cool.
Do you know what's really lovely about that as well? And if you don't mind me just interjecting, and I think this about older films a lot now, because like you can watch a film, you go on IMDb and you look at all these like little Easter eggs and all these facts and stuff, but they would have put all of that into the film, thinking people are going to see this once at the cinema, and then
Yeah.
they might see it again on video in like a
Yeah,
year's
that's
time, and
true.
then they might record it off the TV. And you don't, the fact that they put all of that, that heart and soul into it
Yeah.
for the fans,
Mm.
when you couldn't access this stuff
Yeah,
quite
that's
so
Yeah.
so
readily,
true.
because when you
Yeah.
watch stuff on Netflix now, like what all the little hints and Easter eggs are going to be before you even watch it. You can just
Yeah,
watch it
that's
over and
true.
over again. So
Yeah.
I think that's really beautiful,
Yeah,
Wes.
I
Oh,
agree with
yeah.
that.
Mm.
Definitely. John said, can we talk about how amazing Julie was punching out the nurse?
Oh, Julie.
Yeah.
That's
So
when the film
cool.
really like went up a notch for me. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah,
KO.
that whole scene was just brilliant.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
brilliant.
yeah,
I
yeah.
kind of, there was a little tiny part of me, and I'm sure that Shelley will agree with me. He threatened to skin the cat, and then he didn't skin her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Don't
was a
make
bit confused
threats.
by that.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Don't do me.
Mm.
Yeah, I agree. Matthew said, cameo-wise, Mark Patton, the gay male scream queen from Nightmare 2, was an extra at the funeral. Oh,
Oh, okay.
just like little things like that, isn't it?
And apparently Wes Craven was too scared to ask Johnny Depp to do that
Oh,
scene.
was
And he
it?
bumped into him afterwards, and Johnny Depp was like, I totally would have done it.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Would he though? Would he have done it, or was he just saying that?
I mean, this
He
was
would
94. I
He
think
probably
in
would have.
94 he would
Yeah.
have. Maybe not so much now.
People bend over backwards for Wes Craven. Everyone loved Wes Craven.
Yeah, definitely. It's just talked of so fondly, isn't he, all the time by everybody?
He didn't like SMG, did he?
Did he not?
Did he not?
No, no.
Really?
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. I can't remember. He had a nickname for her on Scream 2.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, I can't
Was it
remember
something
what
like
it was.
Diva?
Something like that. Something like
Yeah.
that.
I could,
think-
I'm sorry, I love her, but I could see that.
I do. I
Yeah.
love her. And she would have been very young and right in the height of Buffy
Yeah.
at the
Oh
time.
God, like superhero, total
Yeah.
superhero
Yeah.
at the
Oh,
time.
the
Untouchable.
pressure would have been immense on her.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Matthew said, I loved Robert England at home. I loved sorry. Wait, sorry,
Bet you did.
my brain is not working tonight. I loved Robert England at home painting and doing arts and crafts. I kept waiting to see his ceramics. That's so true. So we haven't really spoken about the young actor. So Dylan. So is it Miko?
Dylan.
So apparently, when they finished filming, he took that rocket climbing frame home with him and had it in the back garden. And he also had the little T-Rex toy. He took that with him as well, which I thought, oh, go Miko, yeah. And obviously he was the little boy out of Pet Sematary, right?
Yeah, he's good with a knife, isn't he?
Yeah. Oh, he's quite terrifying.
He's like a really good actor. It's scary good.
Really scary. But apparently Wes Craven, whether this is true, I don't know, but Wes Craven tried to get a real reaction from Miko to actually cry. So to do this, his mother would leave the set and his father would whisper in his ear, "Your mother's dead." And if he acted well to that take, he'd get a Happy Meal from McDonald's. Whether this is true or a rumour, I don't know. But yeah.
Gotta be a rumour. No.
And apparently the name Dylan in the film is spoken a whopping 103 times.
Whoa.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it felt like that.
So did you like the actor who played Dylan? You said he was really good, Josh. You liked that?
He was amazing. I thought he carried the film. He's so good. Like he was
so scary,
creepy but sweet, and like I don't know. I just thought he was brilliant. I loved their relationship so much, and I loved that she was now, even though she's clearly playing the actor version, she is now the parent in the situation, having played the child in the original. So it was like a fun flip of that dynamic.
Yeah, that was so cool. How about you, Emma? Did you like the actor who played Dylan, or Dylan as a character?
I think he's a very good actor. Yeah, absolutely. You wouldn't have thought that he wasn't that little boy experiencing that. I did want to see more of him in a softer tone than him doing like the Exorcist flip out thing that he was doing. Because I wanted to feel more, not like he was possessed like a demon, but more like frightened for him. So I didn't feel as frightened for him because I thought that Freddy was using him as a tool just to get at her. I wanted him to be a bit more absolutely terrified and mommy, please, mommy, where's my mommy? That kind of thing. So other than that, I thought he was amazing. Yeah, really good.
How about you, Georgia?
I thought he was terrible. Sorry, guys. What? Sorry.
You've always got to be different, Georgia.
Don't cancel me. No, I haven't, Josh.
Tell us why, Georgia.
I wrote in my notes that I think there should have been an offshoot of this movie where it's discovered that Dylan is actually a 30-year-old man dressed and disguised as a small child. Because I don't know what it was about him, and I remember him in Pet Sematary and thinking how good he was in that, but I don't know. I think maybe it was the growly voice and everything.
Yeah.
He just didn't do it for me. It was a bit, creepy kid. Oh, blah, nothing new. Even at that time, just didn't work for me because I know what creepy kids are like. Guys. So
why?
In fact, here's one now.
Here's one I made earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, but when I was reading that, what you said about his dad telling him that his mum had died, I was just like,
that's
traumatizing.
Yeah, and what did I watch recently, or I read something? I've been thinking a lot about child actors and actors of the 80s and like Corey Feldman and like all the claims and stuff that they've made about what happened to them.
Yeah.
And I'm not suggesting that anything like that happened to this child at all, but like the process and like the mindset of these parents who put these children. I mean, I don't know how old he was when he was in that. What, about 6 or something? About 6 or 30? But
and it was like his 20th film or something. He'd done so much.
But like that. To tell a child that their parent is dead to get a good scene is like how anybody would think, that's okay, that's fine, we'll do it.
No, it's not.
It was really, and I think it was his dad who bought that rocket thing.
Oh, was it?
So and it was his dad who whispered about his mum being dead. So you're a bit like, why did the dad like want the climbing frame that the child like nearly falls to his death off of? Like that's a bit strange.
That is. Yeah,
but,
I agree.
Yeah. Anyway.
I just saw Sinead put all that story about the kids, about the dad saying that to the kid is very unsettling, and I so want that to be true. Milena said, I struggle seeing children so young in horrors. Yeah, it is hard. And with regards to Dylan's parents, so his real parents and his dad saying that, Matthew said that's like the mother in Burn the Negative.
Oh yeah.
So I realise that we're going over time. So did you have a favourite scene or a favourite piece of dialogue that you want to share from the film, Josh? All of it.
I loved all of it. No, I loved the moment when Heather Langenkamp is talking to John Saxon, who played her dad in the original film, and they're outside the house, and he like morphs into her dad. He's got the badge and the police car, and she has that moment that's kind of like a bit of an understated moment, which is partly why I love it, where you see her suddenly decide to just be Nancy. And she just says, okay, Dad, or something, see you later. And she's suddenly in the night dress, as sleep clothes. She turns around. It's the original house. It's got the blue door, not the red door, which is in the sequels. And she goes into the house. And I kind of wish that it gets very camp and over the top when she goes off into like the Greek temple and stuff. And I kind of wish that they had something more real worldy, where the house itself turned into something representative of what Freddy was trying to do, rather than going off into like a Greek myth. But cool. So that moment itself, I thought was beautiful and really beautifully handled.
I like that one. How about you, George? Do you have a favourite scene?
I absolutely loved the scene in the hospital room where the babysitter was, where he got her. I thought everything about the action, the way it was shot, the angles, like the that really cool trickery where they use like a room that's upside down,
spinning,
and it just, everything about it was perfect. I suspect that was the moment when the child had been told that his mum was dead, because he was actually fantastic in that scene, and the way that it was shot. And like Freddy looked so big at one point, and the child looked absolutely tiny. It was just brilliant. And because I'm doing a Buffy rewatch because it's autumn, so I have to watch season 2.
We do that.
I had recently watched Killed by Death with De Kinderstadt, which obviously came after this. But I thought, I want the writers have quite clearly seen this scene with the child screaming, and the victim being, massacred around the room by something that nobody else can see. I thought, I just thought that was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I love that scene. I had that written down. And a total nod, obviously, to the first film there. And it's just as terrifying in this film as it was in the first film. That scene is just etched on my brain forever. How about you, Emma? Did you have a favourite scene or piece of dialogue?
I had a favourite scene. It's something really stupid. I liked when his mouth got really big. Oh, yeah. He was going to eat the kids. I was thinking of, because they played on the witch, the gingerbread house and the witch kind of theme. We goes in the fire, the bread comes. And I was like, well, the witch wanted to eat the children. And here he is, doing his duty. His mouth gets huge and he's about to. And I just thought, do you know what? I love that campy aspect of Freddy. That he can just stretch himself and stretch his mouth like that. And I really wanted him to just gobble the kid up, but
That would have been so cool. Yeah, I
Yeah, and
love
then
that
she'd have to
scene.
cut him out of Freddy.
Oh
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be
yeah,
awesome.
that would have been so cool.
Yeah,
Gross but cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah, mine's a bit similar to yours actually, Emma. I like the scene where I think Freddie is in the house, or he's just, he's coming to reality in the house, and you just see the shadow going across the wall.
Doing
And
this.
obviously, it's like a bit of a play on, no, I can never say this,
Go on.
Nostafario.
Nosferatu.
Nostrato. No, I just
Yeah.
want to. How would you say it?
The vampire.
Yeah, the vampire
Shelley,
thing.
say nos,
Nos.
fur,
Fur.
no,
Fur.
fur,
Oh, fur.
like what you're wearing,
Nos. Fur.
are
Ah.
two.
Nos.
Let's start at the very
It's not
beginning.
getting it. I'm lost. Nosferatu. Nosferatu.
Yeah!
Yeah. It clicked. You saw the moment. Then it went click in my brain. But yeah, so obviously it's a play on that. I'm not going to say it again. But I really, really liked that shot because I thought it was really, really eerie, and like just in that moment of what was happening as well, you just really feel that sense of danger for Heather as well. So I love
That
that.
whole bit of him coming up out of the bed, and he pulls the bed
Oh
sheet,
yeah,
and
that
and
was
he's just looking out, and he's kind of waiting for her to decide to be Nancy. And then when she does, he's like, "Okay, now I'm coming out."
Game on.
Yeah.
And that bit where she follows the pills and then she ends up under the bed, and it's like that dream bed, tent sequence. I was like, you don't see this anymore. You don't, you just don't see that sort of like
Magic.
sort of exactly.
And it's such a cool transition in that moment as well, just the way, and it really feels dreamlike, like the other films. I did have a scene which did make me laugh, was when before the husband dies, and then obviously it's meant to be a play on the bath scene, I'm guessing, when it's coming up through the chair, like coming through his little bits.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I'm not sure how to take this. It's like coming up the chair between his legs for his little ding dings. And then...
Why are you assuming it's little, Shelley?
I don't know. That's just what pops in my head. I don't want to think about any other scenario. But that scene did make me laugh. And I also have a favourite piece of dialogue, which really made me howl. So when Robert's telling Heather that the fans would like to see them together, and she responds with, "In what? A romantic comedy?" And Robert responds, "Just because it's a love story doesn't mean it can't have a decapitation or two."
I thought about you when you said that, Shelley.
That's your kind of love story.
Yeah, no love, just decapitation. So overall then, would you watch the film again? Emma?
No. Sorry.
Georgia?
I'd watch the third again.
The third. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that was
the final
your
third.
bit.
Yeah, final act.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And Josh, it's a no-brainer, isn't it?
I'd watch the first first.
And the second.
Yeah. But that's it.
But I really now want to do a whole rewatch of the whole franchise.
Yeah, me too.
Because I'm wondering whether, I enjoyed it, don't get me wrong, but I think I would appreciate it more if I'd watch them back to back. A little bit.
The good thing is that you kind of, if you do that, then you watch them get worse and worse and worse and worse, and then at the end, you get something good.
Exactly. So I think I might do that.
Did you guys watch the remake? I haven't seen
it. Not very good.
No, I didn't watch it.
All the CGI, they redo the bit where Freddy looms through the wallpaper over the bed, but they do it with CGI. It looks terrible.
Oh no! Practical effects all the way.
Yeah, we always say this, don't we? We love the practical effects. Matthew said, "I wish they'd brought back the marshmallow stairs from the first one. I love that in the that part in the original.
They
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of,
They did kind of.
did in the temple.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
all
Yeah,
gooey,
It's
yeah,
all boggy.
A little
slimy,
bit.
yeah.
yeah.
Matthew said, is the Kinder stock episode of... He's put Butty, and then he's put Buffy underneath. Butty's a whole different other TV series.
Butty likes chips.
Yeah, Butty the vampire layer.
Oh no.
So is the Kinderstock episode of Buffy the one with the indoor witch burning at the end? Matthew said.
Indoor witch burning.
Oh, that's when Amy turns into a rat.
Oh, that's the
So they're
gingerbread
burning
one. Yeah.
Willow, Buffy, and Amy turns herself into the rat, doesn't she?
Oh, okay. So it's not that episode then. It's a different.
With the two
different one.
kids, with the two grey kids who are like,
Yes.
Oh.
save us, Joyce. Yeah.
Yeah,
Save
and
us
they're
from the bad girl.
Sharon said she watched the whole franchise this weekend. It was a fun time. The whole Freddy, because Sharon's brought this really cool box set. I saw it on a YouTube video, and it looks really cool, and I'm really tempted. Matthew said, I was glad for the opportunity to revisit it after so many years. I will watch it again, probably because I bought the DVD for this chat.
Oh, nice.
Matthew. And yeah, Matthew said watching the whole franchise does sound fun. Yeah,
I really have to recommend rewatching the second one. The second one is such like a queer anthem. Like,
yeah,
it boggles my mind that they made this film without realizing that it was entirely a story about someone coming out.
Yeah.
It's fantastically.
That well. I'm going to
It's so
rewatch
great.
that now.
Yeah, definitely do.
That's with the swimming pool, isn't it? I haven't watched that one in years. It's with the pool party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pool party.
I
Yeah.
always tend to go for, like, if I rewatch, it'll be number 1, number 3, like always. So yeah,
Number 2
Matthew
is
said
good.
I love the second one.
Yeah.
Josh. Yeah.
Once you know what to look for in the second one, it's a work of art. It's brilliant.
Oh, okay. I'm going to watch it, definitely. But guys, thank you for like chatting and watching New Nightmare. It's been a whole 90s weekend this weekend.
It has.
And I didn't actually plan that when I said let's do this film. I was just like, I didn't think about that. So yeah, so we've had a really good 90s nostalgic weekend, and now I just want more 90s now. But yeah, thanks guys, and do check out Josh's.
Check me out anytime.
Meow, meow, meow.
Check Josh's books out, or page or whatever. Check the Beautiful Emma's page out. I have got them next to me. I don't even know why I'm like not even like. So do check Josh's books out. It's looking very similar to this at the moment.
Yeah.
And do check Emma's page out. I totally butchered it, but Emma's got some brilliant, really spooky short stories in here that will make you not sleep at night like me. And do check out George's page as well. And George has got a new book coming out next year.
Thanks for saying, Shelley.
It's so fun.
I was sitting here thinking, what am I, chopped liver?
Oh,
thanks for the shout out. No, I'm only
never.
joking.
No,
thanks, Shelley, and thank you for having me on here and always
You're
inviting
welcome.
me, even though it's been like years and years since I've actually published a book. But yes, I do have a book. I do have a book out next year.
Just
so
tell us.
Oh, it's called Foes and Cons, and it's a rom-com, which I'm so into right now because I've been working on my Thing and Freddy Krueger hand rom-com, and it's set at a convention for a vampire TV show, which might be similar to a TV show we've mentioned. The TV show is called Vampire Falls. Is it called Vampire Falls? Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Yes. And the main character, Eliza, like Eliza Dushku.
Yeah.
She has been looking forward to her favourite weekend away with her bestie all year so that she can, eat, sleep and drink Vampire Falls and just be in her fandom, glory.
Yeah.
And she gets there and Charlie Chamberlain is there. What's he doing? She
Right.
hates him. She hates him. Or does she?
Nice.
Oh, we'll have to read it to find out, and I can't wait. I'm so excited for
Thank
that.
you.
That's fun.
Thank you.
Definitely
It's
going to be.
brilliant, guys. It's so fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
Josh has read it. Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
I've had a personal reading of like the first 5-6 chapters.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
lovely.
lovely.
Yeah, me and Josh are so
Howling.
sophisticated. We just sit around reading to each other when we're together.
Oh, Sharon said, is there any death?
Well, the fun thing is that I have created 7 seasons of this fictional TV show, which features lots of death, which doesn't feature in the book, but in my head it's real.
Yeah.
And at the beginning of each chapter, there's a little quote from the TV series.
Oh,
Cute.
that's
So,
so cool. I
Yeah,
love
so
that.
there's a few death scenes and sort of quippy dialogue,
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
So
I can't wait. I can't
it's
wait.
a bit of blood and gore and stuff, but yeah.
Ah, and then it's going to be Year the Vampire, because Josh's got another book
Definitely.
as well coming out,
Yeah.
and that's a vampire book as well.
It is a
And it's
vampire
got
Yeah,
a
book.
very
Yeah.
cat.
excited.
Can I just say that I have read it, I've had it read to me, and I've read it, and I predict that this is going to be the vampire book next year. I really, honestly, I really do.
Wow.
Yes.
Yep.
Josh.
Yep.
Oh,
Definitely.
I'll keep my hopes down. It's all right.
Oh no! Well, so I'll share everything in stories and everything just to support you guys as always, and I can't wait to read them as well.
Me too.
Yeah, so excited. Anyway, I better let you go because I've gone
Dinner
really over
time.
time. I'm so
It's
sorry.
been so much
Sorry,
fun. Thank
guys.
you.
And
Thanks
thanks
again for
everyone
Bye,
in the
guys.
inviting
comments.
me.
So nice to see
You're
everyone.
everyone.
Sinead, Sharon.
Love
Thanks
you.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye,
Love.
Matthew.
Bye.
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 Bye.